I have a podcast called the Science Fiction Remnant. We talk everything sci-fi in there. It can be video games, comic books, manga, light novels, movies, TV shows, you name it. If it's sci-fi, it's on. And basically, we do a long format conversations. We are open for a platform for everybody to join in, to come have a conversation with us, join the show. Like, it can be anybody. If you like sci-fi, you have an open invitation. And you can find all of our links at www.sciencefictionremnant.com. We also post in there articles. I write some myself about science and stuff like that. And I'm just very passionate about that, man.
So how long have you been doing Sci-Fi Remnant now?
Well, 3 years now, bro.
3 years.
We're in season 2. We have like 200 episodes.
Oof.
Jesus.
Yep.
And how often do you guys do it? Like, what kind of frequency? Like twice a week, once a week?
We record actually weekly.
Okay.
We record every Sunday. We release a new episode every Saturday. And basically, whatever releases on Spotify on a Saturday, a month after, the video format comes up on YouTube.
Nice.
Okay.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you find?
And sometimes we do a couple of extra, but we always release on the same timing date, which is Saturday 7 a.m.
Where do you find you get the most traction? Like, where do you get your most views or most attention, however you define that?
Right.
Twitter usually. We're trying to raise up YouTube now, try to get monetized. I don't make it easy because I can be controversial.
Yeah,
I guess that would explain why you sit on Twitter.
Chaos.
Yeah,
Makes sense. Yeah.
But at Twitter we have like 4,000 followers right now.
Oh, nice, man! You're killing it.
Say that again? I didn't hear that part.
Oh God, there's people
Twitter?
here. I need help. So, Giancarlo, what have you found yourself like learning throughout this process? Like, has there been a part that's been super hard, or something that just you had to learn about, something you didn't know about yourself that you had to learn from doing Sci-Fi Remnant?
Well, I actually do all the social media management.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm the shorts. I'm the one that makes them. So I had to learn to do video editing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to use AI. It's a wonderful tool. I don't think that AI is going to take anybody's job. AI is a tool, you know. AI doesn't do anything if you don't put an input on it.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Whatever comes out of it, it's your work.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how I see it.
Mm-hmm. I think overall, like, it can take jobs, but for every job, it's not. Oh, I don't want to say for every, but it's also creating new jobs. Like, AI prompt engineer is a job. Would you say that's the hardest part of the process, or that was just most interesting? And if not, what's been the hardest?
Yeah, the editing is the hardest because you gotta watch a 3-hour thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to get good stuff. I cannot grab just anything.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, I've come to learn that the heavy lifting for traction on any product that you're trying to do in social media, the big one is the shorts. If you can make shorts, you can become viral. But the other trick to that formula I've learned is you need to have constant postings. You know, like if you do one now and you don't do another one till a week or so, it doesn't help.
Yeah, we're aiming for daily, and at first, our editor, we have a buddy that's our editor, and we were like, I don't know if we need daily. We probably do. We do.
Yeah.
We're realizing
Even if you don't go daily, at least you'll need one day and yes and one day no minimum.
Like every other day.
Every other day.
The SDO role.
Like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Exactly.
And then stream on the days that you aren't providing the shorts.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I mean,
I'm starting to that. So I'm not really pro at it, but I'm getting a lot better. I'm kind of proud of it.
Nice.
You should be.
And
well, you should be, dude. You've been going 3 years strong. I mean, in the short time that we've been doing our project, we've kind of learned kind of the same thing that you did about focusing on the shorts and the postings, and it's a lot of fucking work. And for you to have been doing this for 3 years it's nothing to snuff at.
Above us.
What do you do to ensure that you have that content that you can pull from? Outside of, obviously, you record every week, but how do you ensure that you're going to have something worth shorting?
basically, I use this for my podcast called Notion. I don't know if you guys like apps that you can work in teams with, where you can organize, have calendars, make boards and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And basically we have the duties separated between the three of us. And what I do is I try to put talking points. So even though it's an open conversation when I'm doing the podcast, if I have questions that I want to bring up, sometimes the conversation is so long that you don't even have the chance really to bring everything up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But basically,
been there.
I do that so I can bring out topics and thought provoking questions too, that kind of challenge the blur line between what's sci-fi and what's not. Social issues, that sci-fi also is a great channel to communicate a lot of other messages, not only fantasy and pew pew pew,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And honestly, sci-fi has made me kind of a boring guy if you think about it, because I don't watch comedy or horror anymore. Like if I'm watching a horror, it has to have brainy sci-fi and thrill behind it,
Attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. But like just watching freaking the clown under the
No, like it and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
What does growth look like for you? Do you guys have any specific goals or milestones that you're aiming to hit? Like, oh, I want 1,000 this or 10,000 that or whatever.
Well, we want to get monetized. The dream is that we could live out from it.
Mm-hmm.
So far, special events. We went to the Southwest Florida Space Con, which is like a convention, but a smaller scale. And we were the only media in there, so we did a special episode for that. We took all our professional camera and stuff.
Dude, that's fucking
We would
sick.
like to do more of that,
That's
Eventually,
crazy.
we would like to have
how
a
many
booth on a
people
con.
were in your session?
Well, we were the only ones, so we were the only people that we didn't get to really interview were the actors that were on a side table.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like to be photographs and stuff, but I get that. But every other cosplayer, we just interview them and stuff. I was the one that did more of the social working, because they're kind of, Robert is more reserved and stuff, so I'm more outgoing.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, we would just stop them by, feature them on our episode, and make questions about what they like, and just get to know the community.
That's it.
Ideally, we would love to do more of that.
Yeah, no, that's dope that you guys get to do one in person.
And
That's dope.
I'll tell you, the next milestone that we have right now, we want to get monetized. It's a funny one. We want to get 10K followers, at least for starters, and we have a hashtag called 10K Ask Tattoo. So basically, once we get 10K followers, we're gonna make a poll, and they can decide what I can tattoo myself, sci-fi related, on my butt cheek. All of my colors.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous.